So I'm joined today by Joshua Resnick. He's the CEO of Parallel Flight Technologies. Joshua spent a good deal of time here in Alaska in Kodiak before joining the Tesla team to help them work on their semi-trucks, and is now working on heavy lift unmanned aircraft that will provide long duration services for a variety of applications. Thanks for joining me, Joshua.
Wonderful. Glad to be on the show.
So you identified a real need with the heavy lift drones and the opportunity to operate in conditions and time periods that otherwise couldn't be operated in before. But tell me about your technology specifically and how that addresses that.
So we went back to first principles and we tried to figure out how can we optimize the powertrain so that we're not losing a lot of efficiency going from the combustion engine to the prop, and we're optimizing overall system mass. And the architecture that we came up with is this, what we call parallel hybridization. And that's the name of the company, right? Parallel Flight Technologies. So in a parallel hybrid, there's a gas and an electric motor on each prop. And so you get this increased fuel efficiency because there's a direct connection between the engine and the propeller. The electric motor is there to provide the high speed dynamics. So you get this increased fuel efficiency, and you also get this intrinsic redundancy where if you have any single point failure in the system, so if you lose a gas engine or if you lose an e-motor, the system can actually still fly. Now, it doesn't do that automatically. We've actually developed proprietary technology around that redundancy, but we've demonstrated it. So we had a grant from NASA. It started in 2019, but we actually demonstrated this capability with one of our aircraft where we would, on purpose, knock out through a single point failure different parts of the powertrain. And we showed that it would actually maintain its stability through those failure modes. So that's one of the other advantages of the architecture. So the upshot is we're a 10x solution in terms of flight time with a heavy payload versus all electric. So where an all electric drone can fly for about 15 minutes with a heavy payload relative to its mass, we can fly 2.5 hours. And then if we're carrying a light payload, we can fly almost 8 hours.
That's pretty exciting. I guess what I didn't realize is, when you and I first met, 2019, as you were a part of the tech deployment track here at Launch Alaska, how actually early on you were in the company. So tell me, you were coming back to Alaska pretty quickly. What was it about Alaska that made you want to do business here?
Well, yeah, Alaska is a kind of a land of opportunity in the sense that there's a lot of unique needs in Alaska, and also I just still maintain a lot of relationships and connections with folks in the state, and especially in a lot of the remote villages. So it's kind of natural for me to want to come back, and also Alaska is home to the Alaska Center for UAS Integration, or Alaska Center for Unmanned Systems Integration, out of Fairbanks, and also known as a Quasi. So they're working closely with the FAA in a program called Beyond, which is working to integrate unmanned systems into the national airspace. So we're involved with that program. We're working with a Quasi. They've come down to our facilities in California, and they're actually the ones that have interfaced with the FAA to get us our certificate of authorization, which allows us to fly our aircraft down here. And then we're also looking at doing some pilot commercial flights up in Alaska in the near future. So there's a lot of reasons to be affiliated with the state.
Thanks, Joshua. I appreciate you sharing that with us. It's pretty exciting to see the progress that you've made. And with that, I'd like to share your most recent creation, the Fireflies promo announcement.
Massive payload, extensive flight duration is now possible. Meet Firefly, the radical new unmanned aerial system from Parallel Flight Technologies. Firefly can carry 100 pounds of payload for over 2 hours, 10 times longer than any existing solution. Firefly is the solution for industrial unmanned systems applications. Transport vital equipment to firefighters in the field, deliver critical medical supplies to remote locations, and transform industrial logistics by making operations safer and more efficient. Firefly's new patent-pending technology combines electric motors and internal combustion engines, working together in hybrid harmony. It's fully redundant with a fail-safe system developed in partnership with NASA, substantially increasing operational safety and reliability. The hybrid power module design enables zero operational downtime, and the advanced ground control system provides seamless operation beyond the line of sight. Parallel Flight's team of engineers is relentlessly innovating Firefly, from platform to operating profiles, pushing the boundaries of parallel hybrid technology. Fly longer, lift heavier, go further. Firefly.